All righty, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to our Sunday Funday podcast, episode 12, the final episode of our standing series. Super excited to be heading the charge today and what is expected to be a very exciting episode. That being said, let me welcome my co-host, perennial runner-up, Lord Fat Meat, Nikki Nonos. Nikki, how we doing today?
Doing well. Thanks for having me.
All righty, glad to have you here with us, Nick. Without further ado, it is my absolute honor to introduce our very own commissioner, Sheriff of the Star-Bellied Sneeches, Mr. Michael Coates. Michael, how are we today?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. It's good to be on the other side of the interview for once. Excited to hear what you guys have for me.
All right, I think Nick's looking for his will to live here.
Yep, found it.
Well, I guess we'll jump in and just, congratulate you, Coates, on an astounding victory. Shit, man, I'm jealous as hell. Nick, I feel like you might have something to comment on about how you feel. Yeah, are you with us, Nick?
Yes, I am. Congratulations, Michael, on a well-deserved championship.
Thank you. You were a great opponent. It was a hard-fought match the whole week. Certainly some drama throughout the matchup, but that's to be expected. This is the Wild Wild West,
Congrats on a well-deserved championship.
Thank you.
Well, now that that's out of the way, Coach, go ahead and fill us in a little bit of life for you outside of baseball right now.
Yeah, life has been great. I got engaged last weekend, so that was pretty sick. Birthday last weekend, also pretty sick. I got a house a few months ago. I'm the reigning champ, so I just carry that energy with me at all times, which is awesome. Getting ready for a half marathon. I've never done one before, so that's pretty exciting. That's next month. But yeah, man, life is good right now. I'm excited to spend the weekend with you guys, excited for the draft and the season ahead.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So let's just go ahead and get right into what we're all here for, and that is baseball season.
Yep.
So subtracting our COVID season and adding our lost year of 2018, Coach, you have finished at an astounding average of second place regular season overall. But you have been through quite the struggle to get where you are today, considering your regular season dominance. So I took the liberty to compile your regular season and playoff finishes over the last 5 seasons. Starting in 2008, you finished regular season first, 11-5-3. But you did take a fat L to yours truly in the first round after your bye. 2019, third place, 11-7-3. Another fat L to yours truly in the first round.
I didn't know that. I lost to you twice in the playoffs 2 years in a row. That's crazy.
I don't know. It's we don't want to talk about it. It's okay. 2020, the bunny season, whatever you want to call it. Fourth place, 3-2-1, lost to Q in the first round. 2021, first place regular season, 13-7-1, lost to Carlin after the first round bye. And then, of course, we know history as it is right here. Third place regular season, 13-7, taking home the glory. So with all that being said, how does it feel to finally be able to hoist that Cowboy Cup over your head after 4 years of early playoff exits from non-Sneech teams?
Yeah, that's definitely surprising to hear. I didn't know I had that many early playoff exits. Wow. And to hear that it was to Orms, Q, and Carlin, that stings my pride a little bit. Twice to Orms. Yeah, let's not forget that. Wow. But it's an incredible feeling to finally hoist it when the trophy exists. Like I have an early name on the trophy before before the trophy really existed. So it's good to finally have it in my possession. It's such a long grind of a season, 6 months of checking your lineup, doing your research every single day. So it's definitely a very gratifying feeling to be the one on top at the end. I now once you taste it, once you fuck the trophy once, you never want it to not be in your possession again. So I intend to keep it in my possession, and that's the goal. Is just to keep winning it every single year.
Well, we're praying for you here on that one, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. That's gonna be me, baby. It's gonna be me. I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I just hope I don't see you in the first round of the playoffs. That's
exactly. I hope you're first, and I hope I'm fifth. I believe I have to be fifth. We'll see. We'll see.
Looking forward to see how you can follow that championship season up.
Yeah, nobody's ever gone back to back. Nobody's ever won the regular season and won the championship. So I look forward to breaking both of those streaks this year.
Good luck on that. I'm sure you knew this question was coming. I'm going to give you the chance to finally. Now, you've had enough time to sit on it. You've won the championship. We just need to clear up the situation. The people are asking for you to just clarify on your attempted fuck up and a non-fuck up situation. Let's just hear what you have to say about that at this point.
Wait, hold on.
Sure.
Before Coach, can I get a little bit of background story, because I'm either lost or I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the champion. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just tell the story of how it happened. First of all, so it's I want to say it was Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. It was we were midway through the matchup at this point, I think. I was in the office that day. Every day during the season, I go down to the bathroom right around the time that rosters lock. And, I take my 30-minute bathroom break to do my research on different pitchers I should pick up. And that's what I was doing that day. I was scrolling through the probable pitchers list. I was marking interested on a couple guys that caught my eye. There was really nothing great that day, I remember. But one thing caught my eye, and that was Marcus Stroman pitching against, I believe, the Nationals, famously a terrible team. And Stroman is he's decent. And I thought that was the best matchup for the day. It said, I had the probable pitcher icon next to him. It said projected starting whatever the next day was, Wednesday, whatever. So, I hit add, I flush, I go back up to my desk, and that's when all hell breaks loose, right? I think Nikki was the first one to call it out. Coates picked up a guy who's pitching today after rosters locked. Immediately, I claim my fuck up because the app gave me false information. And, after a lot of debate, we voted on it, and I didn't get it. So, at the time, it was very frustrating, but ultimately it did not affect the championship at all. Nikki destroyed me in every pitching category other than saves. So Stroman would have made no difference. If I was granted the fuck up and I picked another starter up, it would have made no difference. It wouldn't have lowered my ERA or anything enough to get me an extra category. So I'm very thankful that was the case, that I didn't have, that big of a regret hanging over my head. Imagine if that made the difference and I lost the championship. I might not be alive today.
That would have been nice.
That's not a joke. That's not a joke.
I still do think I deserve the fuck up. I will say the rule. Hold on, the rule at the time was extremely vague. All it said was that if you fuck up, you get a free fix one time, and that's what happened. I messed up. Obviously, the stakes were extremely high, and I should have done more research to see if Stroman was pitching. That's on me. But I just think a fuck up is a fuck up, and I should have gotten it fixed. But at the end of the day, the league decided, and I respect the decision of my league members.
A little disappointed that after you won the championship that you aren't able to admit that was not a fuck up. I mean, you purposely meant to do it, but I guess it's neither here nor there. It did not affect anything, which is thankful for everyone. But yeah, a little disappointed in that answer. But
no, but there was precedent with Austin. I don't remember the exact scenario. I believe he hit accept on a trade intentionally, but like misread the screen or something. And we granted him the fuck up. He intended to hit accept the same way I intended to hit add. But because of something that was out of my control, what the screen said, yeah, I still think that I should have been granted that fuck up. But it's in the past now. We've changed the rule. It's much more specific. We'll only give them out sparingly. So I'm happy with it. All's good now.
This is an interesting way to dodge the truth, but I respect it.
I told no lies.
All right, so we're going to just move quickly along here. We've got a question submitted from our non-Sneakers for You coach, and he asks, anonymously, what are your favorite and least favorite parts about being the commissioner of the Wild Wild West?
That is a great question. I will say my least favorite part is just having to deal with people trying to stretch the rules, whether that's a colluding trade, whether that's somebody trying to claim a fuck up that they don't deserve, But
do you want to address these collusions?
I mean, we talked about it last episode. It's just, the temporary trades, getting that kind of stuff sorted out. Like, I could be in the middle of doing something and then somebody tries to do something shady and I have to stop what I'm doing and like fix it. That can be kind of annoying, but it comes with the job, so it's whatever. Let's see. Let me switch to a positive. I like pitching and implementing the new rules. I like kind of seeing the different ideas that we all have come together, and just continuously making the league better and better every year. I enjoy that. Another negative is I can't be biased in shit. I would love to be one of the people saying let's kick Carlin, but I have to be objective and I have to be like, no guys, come on, we got to keep him. Like, so just trying to be fair at all times, even though I would love to stir the pot with that kind of stuff. That's one thing.
That was a great example.
Another thing I love. What's the last part? Let me think of one more. I don't know. This isn't really being the commissioner. It's just being a league member in general. I love chatting with you guys every day. I love all the banter we have in the group. 365. There's never a day where we're not in there bullshitting and making jokes and stuff. We do fun stuff like we're going to do this weekend with the draft and basketball. I'm sure we'll make a Cincinnati trip this week or this year for a Reds game. Just hanging out with you guys. That's definitely the another thing that's great about the job.
Maybe you can rub a little bit of that off on Q Williamson, who we haven't heard since Nam. Heard from since Nam, excuse me.
Yeah, he's ducking us. He should never have made his comment about being undefeated at poker, because if he ever shows up for a poker night, man, it's over for him.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll get into one of your hypothetical questions. We've got a couple rapid fire ones for you. So hypothetically, I'm not in the league. Who is your new rival, and why do you choose them? Trying to look for a little bit of better response than Dry Bones Brock Kurz gave us for his hypothetical here.
If you weren't in the league, my rival, I think, would have to be Henry. Not that there's any hatred there. It's just he kicks my ass every year. You know, we have the data to back that up. I don't think I've beaten him, or maybe I've beaten him once in the last 3 years. So, you know, that grinds my gears a little bit. So I would definitely want to face up with him twice a year and chip away at that. Also, Henry put me in the have-nots group 3 years ago, which is something I've never forgotten, and something that motivated me to become the manager I am today. So I owe Henry a thank you for that, but that was still pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I've seen you have a lot of success. Yeah, a lot of success after that. What was that, after the 2 Orms beatdowns?
I think it was before. I don't know if I had ever actually made the playoffs before being added to that group, so it was deserved for sure. But yeah, that's just a level of disrespect that I've never experienced before.
Started using
Was there another part to that question?
No.
No.
Okay.
We do have a couple more.
Okay.
A couple more. We have I have a specific one, which is kind of a hot button item, breaking out of camp due to Connor Taylor's big ass fucking mouth. Let me tell you something. God, we could go on for a minute. He's outside of our Wild West group. He's talking shit about me and this whole punishment thing, but we won't get into it. We'll save that for another emergency press conference. I don't know, probably later tonight. I might call him out. I think I will. We'll see. But
okay.
Back on track. Coates, would you rather do stand-up comedy for 10 minutes or dress in a Girl Scout uniform in public with a petition advocating for grown men to be able to join the Girl Scouts?
That's a good question. Do you want to tack on the third one, the blender, or just those two?
I like those two.
Okay. Well, before I get to that, of course, the worst punishment we've ever had was washing and detailing the champion's car. That is something I could never recover from. I could not show my face around you guys again if I ever had to do that. But between those two, I would rather do the stand-up comedy. I don't know, just something about showing my whole. I just accidentally revved my engine while I'm sitting here. Like I don't love public speaking, but I could deal with it for 10 minutes. But being outside in front of like a way bigger group than I think would be at a stand-up comedy thing, and wearing the outfit that you have to wear, it's very sexy. You're showing a lot of skin. Like, that's just something I couldn't do. Like people taking pictures of me and shit, like that's going on Twitter. It's really close to my office where we're planning on going on Baxter. So like, what if my coworkers are there? Like that's just a different level of embarrassment I could not deal with.
I hear you. To each their own. I mean, we're all comfortable in different situations, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Fuck
definitely something we're looking for. Definitely something we're looking forward to seeing out of Orms on Saturday. But let's get into your last hypothetical.
Okay.
You've just been nominated for president-elect. Who's your VP, Secretary of Defense, Speaker of the House, and Chief of Justice.
With league members, I assume.
With league members, who would fit the role? VP, Chief of Justice, Secretary of Defense, and Speaker of the House.
Okay. Speaker of the House, I want Henry. I've seen a picture of him on stage speaking, and he looked very professional. And I know he has some kind of campaign experience. I don't know what he was doing or who he was working with, but I think he's a good speaker and would be a good representative.
Okay.
What were the other positions?
Secretary of Defense.
Secretary of Defense. I'll go.
Chief of Justice and VP. We'll say Secretary of Defense is like your national security guy, making sure no bullshit happens, making sure you aren't getting bombed by the Russians.
Okay, I want you for that, Nikki.
We'll say that.
Yeah. I like you for that, Nikki. You held everybody accountable. You made sure no bullshit got through other answers, and you'll make sure no missiles get through our airspace or anything like that. So I think you'd be a great person for that job. VP, I have to go with my assistant to the commissioner, Dawson Taylor. He's a great co-leader. He's not a yes man. Manager. And co-manager for Carlin. Yep. He's not a yes man. I love that. He'll give it to me straight. And then the last one was
what? Chief Justice. Who's going to lay down the law for you?
Who is laying down the law? Oh, it's a tough one. People come into mind. Graham, just because he gets mentioned in every podcast. Brock could be Chief of Justice. Let's go with Brock. I don't have a good reason why, but he's a no-nonsense guy. If you step out of line, he'll crack the whip on you.
I think that's a good reason.
We'll go with Brock.
And real quickly, if you had maybe one or two people you would love to run against.
I would destroy Carlin in any campaign. He would put his foot in his mouth. I mean, every time he spoke on stage, and he would be really easy. I'd run smear campaigns like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, that's an easy dub. And also Quentin, I would run against him happily. He would probably never make a single ad. You wouldn't even know he was running, I don't think. So that's two easy dubs. If I'm running against those two, I'm definitely president.
I like those answers. All right, we'll get to wrapping up here. Do you have any bold predictions for us this upcoming season?
Yeah, I don't know if this one's so bold, but I just feel like I need to say something about it. I've had Connor's back multiple times in these podcasts saying, oh, it doesn't matter what his picks are because he's a good manager. We're past that point. His picks are so bad. I just need to put it out there that he will not be a playoff team this year. He has not missed the playoffs since we became the Wild Wild West, and that streak will come to an end. I think he will even be flirting with last, but I'll say he's a good enough manager that he will avoid last place. And then I say the other 5 Sneetches all make the playoffs. So that leaves us 2 playoff spots open. One of those belongs to Brock. Obviously, with the picks that he has and the manager that he is, it should be pretty easy money for him to make the playoffs at a strong seed. And for the 7 spot, I think it's a coin flip between Graham and Austin. Graham has been there before. He has playoff experience. He's now living alone, which I think bodes well for him. He has more time to watch his baseball and do his studying and, just figure it out a little bit where he hasn't the last couple of years. And then for Austin, he had turned it around at the end of last year, finished strong. I think he learned some good strategy by the trade that he made. I think it was with you, Nikki, where he started playing the categories. I'd say he wasn't just trying to field the best team of baseball players. He started playing the categories. Also benefiting Austin.
Strategy.
Y'all know I play the categories. That's all I do. Also boding well for Austin, he has a job that allows him to get off early. I think he's off around 2 a lot of the time. So that's just a lot of extra time that he can spend doing baseball research and studying and listening to podcasts and, all that kind of stuff. So coin flip between them two, but I'll give the nod to Graham because he has made the playoffs before.
Like it.
All right, Coach, you know what time it is now. Would you like to hold yourself accountable for anything this season?
Yeah, I would love to. If I miss the playoffs this year, I will host a poker night and I will be the all-time dealer. I will supply all in attendance with pizza and beer. You all won't have to spend a cent on food and drink. You all can break and spill. You all can eat cereal out of my extremely deep plates. Whatever you all want to do. My house is whatever you all want. Yeah.
I like that.
I can see that. I like that as well. So we'll go ahead and finish this off. Anything you'd like to say to the people out there watching?
Hey, I'm just really excited for this year. I can't wait to see you guys this weekend. Be on the lookout for this year's State of the League address that should be coming out tomorrow. So I'll have some more comments there. And let's have a good, clean draft and a good season.
Awesome. Love that stuff. Well, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been a long, long off season. Very, very looking forward to seeing all of you guys here very shortly. We're less than probably exactly 2 days away from Christmas morning. Merry, Merry Christmas Eve. Nick, do you have anything else to say?
No, I'm just very excited. I'm very excited to see you all tomorrow and Saturday. Good, clean draft. Excited for an in-person draft for the first time ever.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Everybody get a good night's sleep tonight. We got a big weekend ahead.
All right, guys. Well,
play basketball and Coach not score tomorrow.
I'm not going to score, but it's not because of you. It's just because I suck at basketball.
Same. Y'all saw me on the fucking Papa shot. That fucking wreck ball. I didn't even make one, bro. I didn't make one.
I came over and punted Nicky's beer and got him rattled. He didn't hit another shot after that.
True. Alrighty, guys.
All right,
you
guys.
Heard it here live. You heard it here live. It's been a pleasure, Coach. Congratulations again. Looking forward to it all again. Let's do it again. And as always, let's stay wild. Don't get comfy. Don't get raped. All the above. There are no rules.
Amen.
Peace out, y'all.